اهلا وسهلا حبايب عائلة عليم، ان شاء الله تكونوا كلكم بخير وصحة وسلامة وعافية. حياكم الله في فيديو جديد. صورت فيديو سابق عن كأس العالم في قطر والانتقادات الكثيرة اللي قاعدة تحصل من الناس هنا في الغرب لقطر بالتحديد، لكن شخصيا كنت متوقع انه مع بداية البطولة وبداية اللعبة الناس بيركزوا على كرة القدم وبينسوا كل هذه الانتقادات. هذا ما حصل للأسف. بعض قنوات الإعلام الغربية كالبي بي سي ما بثت حفل الافتتاح، ومش كذا وبس، التركيز الآن والنقاش الجدل الحاصل على ربطة الذراع حق الكابتن اللي كان العديد من المنتخبات الأوروبية المفروض يلبسوها اللي تدعم مجتمع الميم، لكن منعوهم وهددوهم الفيفا بكارت أصفر. فأنا اليوم هنا في الشارع بنسأل الأجانب بالتحديد على هذا الموضوع، ومش في أي مكان. أنا في المدينة اللي تعتبر المدينة الأولى في العالم اللي تدعم مجتمع الميم. امستردام هي اول مدينه في العالم شرعت وقننت زواج المثليين، فبنسال الناس بالتحديد على هذا الموضوع. هل المفروض ان المنتخبات الاوروبيه تدعم مجتمع الميم والمثليين بشكل علني في كاس العالم وفي قطر، ولا ما ينفعش لانه في عدم احترام لثقافه العرب وثقافه المسلمين هناك؟ قبل ما نبدا الفيديو يا جماعه انا اسف، مع لكم خبر مهم جدا وبسيط. الفيديو القادم اول واحد يكتب تعليق على الفيديو القادم اللي بنزله بيكون له هديه بسيطه مني، مبلغ بسيط $50. كيف تعرف متى انزل الفيديو القادم؟ اشترك في القناه من الشروط وفعل جرس الاشعارات عشان تعرف متى ينزل الفيديو القادم، وتعلق اول واحد تفوز بالجائزه. والتعليق ضروري يكون تعليق عادي، مو طلب مشتركين ولا ترويج ولا طلب اي شيء اخر. صور لك لهذا الفيديو بالتوفيق. خلينا نبدا. Can you please tell me what's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Thomas. I'm from Amsterdam.
My name is Jacob. I'm from Lithuania.
My name is Simon. I'm from Ecuador.
Gabriel from Bulgaria.
Matt, Ollie, we're from England.
I'm Arnhem from Amsterdam here.
Miles, and I'm from Bristol.
From?
Bristol, in the UK.
Oh, in UK. Okay, welcome. So, yeah, the question is, what do you think about the World Cup being hosted in Qatar?
I don't know. I'm not too sure about it. I don't really play up with the football. I know there's a lot of gay people that don't like it. That's about it. Yeah.
You said the last thing, there is a lot of
Gay people that are not happy about it.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I
No,
think
the English team was supposed to
wear the band. Yeah.
the armband and then they were not allowed. There's a lot of criticism and controversial about it. What do you think about it?
I can see where people are coming from, but at the same time, football is not supposed to be political, whereas that's kind of political. So maybe, I don't know, we should learn to not be offended by everything.
What do you think about the World Cup being hosted in Qatar?
It's very, very doubtful. It's like I know there's like a lot of institutions and people that wanna cancel it, and I think they have a fair point because there's a lot of shit that went wrong pretty much.
Like what?
With all like people that are getting underpaid, dangerous working conditions, working too much hours in like in the whole unfair process of building like the stadiums. So I think that is a pretty bad thing. At the other hand, I don't think that it's gonna work if people from here, like for example, there's this bar in my neighborhood, and they say, "Oh, we're not gonna broadcast the World Cup." And I think they make a good statement, but unfortunately, it's not gonna help anything with like the whole situation.
Where did you hear about the hard conditions about the workers and the construction workers, like not paid and? Yeah, where did you hear about it?
Actually, only on like news platforms, Dutch news platforms.
Do you think all the media always giving fair point about anything, or they overrating sometimes?
I think they're overrating a lot of times, but like on these, I think these kind of subjects are a little because it's hard to talk about. You don't want to be the first person to say no, they're fucking lying. The media is bullshitting you. It's not true. So you never know what happened, and I don't think we know 100%.
Some people say, yeah, there might something had happened really there, but there is overrating. And the thing is, now why for 8 years or 10, 12 years since they had the World Cup, no one talked, and then now when the World Cup is already happening, instead of playing football and focusing on football, you distracting and talking about all these things.
Exactly, it's like at the last moment everybody is complaining about it, and for the same thing we could say, why did we host the Olympic Winter Games in China, because they did a lot of.
And it was this year, in the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Regarding, and we all know that in the west region of China, a lot
Yeah.
of Rohingya Muslims are being killed and
Exactly.
worked
And
by
that's-
force.
And that's not talked about. So that's not a fair thing. That some things are getting like really big and some things really just don't. And I think the media does play a big role in that.
I think it shouldn't have been hosted there in the first place
Why?
because of the human rights violations, LGBTQI, whatever violation as well, and there was forced labor for building the stadiums. And also because it's just a dictatorship, so in general it should have been considered to be a place to hold the World Cup.
Okay. Where did you hear about the human rights violations and stuff? I mean, don't you think the media is sometimes overrating?
Yeah, the media always overreacts a little bit, but I study a lot of global politics, so I've known for it for a long time. So yeah, basically I already knew that in Qatar there was already, with a lot of other construction projects, that there are forced labor, or not really forced labor, but really poor working conditions for those
Okay,
people.
good points what you make. Thank you for that good argument. But some people say, don't you think if we link hosting tournaments to moral issues, then no country in the world have the right to host any tournament. No, the Olympics in the beginning of this year was in China, and we know all what's happening in China, especially in the western region with the Rohingya Muslims. They work forcibly and by force, and a lot of them are detained in detention centers. And even European countries, they have a lot of moral issues also in the past. Not really in the past. For example, Britain and the United States in 2026 will host the World Cup, and they just invaded Iraq 20 years ago by wrong, and they finished a couple of years, 20 years of Iraq has been messed up there. Then no country in the world has the right to host any tournament if we link it to moral issues.
No, I kind of agree with you, but like I think what draws the line with Qatar and maybe also China, I've looked up exactly that, but which is that the necessary buildings of all these arenas, all these stadiums took a lot of forced labor. And if I now think about it, that's where I would draw the line, because I agree with you that if you would draw the line at a lot of moral issues, you could also say a lot of Western countries, like you said, the USA should also be considered for hosting such sporting events. But like forced labor, so many people killed in constructing those, that's kind of the line for me.
Some European teams were supposed to wear an armband with the rainbow colors supporting the LGBTQ, and then they were not allowed to. And this could create a lot of controversy and criticism and discussion. What do you think? Should they wear it? Is it important to wear it there in Qatar?
That's a good question. And I don't think it's an easy question to answer. So, from
Just your opinion.
My opinion is it is a bold statement in a very closed Muslim society. That's not typically something that flies. I know that FIFA tried to make it as accessible for you to voice your opinion as possible, but is it wise to do? I'm not so sure, honestly.
I think if you go to, it's hosted in Qatar, right? Qatar has their own culture, their own religion, their own traditions. And I think that everyone should respect everyone else's beliefs. You know what I mean? So if someone wishes that they don't want to believe it, even though they might disagree with it, I think you should still respect it.
English team Hurricane were supposed to wear an armband supporting the LGBTQ, and then they were not allowed to, and there is a lot of controversy and discussion and criticism. What do you think about that? Should they wear it or not?
Yeah, you should.
Why?
Because why not, to be honest? Oh my god, we're still too drunk for this, man. Go on.
They should wear it.
They should wear it, we think.
Why do you think it's important to wear it in the World Cup?
There's no gay football players. It's the biggest stage. Everyone's watching it. There's no reason not to. You got to support something. So why not support gay rights? Come on. He shouldn't be given a yellow card for it. Come on, man.
But don't you think it's something like you going to a place where they are not used to about LGBTQ? There is no LGBTQ community. It's something really new for them. No, they are not really used to. When you go there and promote it publicly, it's like you're abusing their culture, you're abusing their rules. You know, it's like, suppose the World Cup is in England, in Wembley, you know, the final, and let's say Pakistan is, or Saudi Arabia is participating in the World Cup, and they want to wear an armband saying, let's support the Sharia law. Would it be accepted in England?
Thing is, if Qatar wanted to host such a big competition, they've got to be prepared for everything that comes with it. Like, they can't host every country around the world and not be prepared to accept some of the culture.
Of course, you can, if you're gay, you can go there and enjoy the World Cup. But the thing is, it's not okay to promote it publicly because it's not okay with their culture. This is something really new.
They're not doing anything. They're not making out with each other. It's just an armband. It's not offending anyone there.
It's a show of
It's
support.
just going out to the world. It's a show of support.
Why do you show support only in Qatar? You've
It's
been...
not only in Qatar. They've been wearing them all season.
Yeah, he has been wearing it all season, Harry Kane, yeah. He's always been, that's
He's
the reason
always-
why they told him he couldn't wear one is because he always wear one. And like we say, Qatar's like the biggest stage for it, so why not show support the same way he has been showing support?
Yeah, but this time the region is different. It's in a country that doesn't has anything to do with this culture, with LGBTQ community.
But that doesn't change the fact there probably are gay people in Qatar.
How do you know that?
What do you mean? How do I know that? There's
Do you know? I mean, how? From where do you get the fact? How do you know that?
There are LGBTQ people everywhere. Everyone has a preference. Everyone has their own sexuality, and so all that's happening is just all those people being repressed in Qatar.
Yeah, but how do you know there is gay people and they're oppressed in Qatar?
Oh, that's a great question. I think we should go.
Because you seem to say information only, I don't know, from the media or...
No, it's just,
Have you been there?
I've not been to Qatar.
I don't think they should do it. It's like, I think it's a beautiful statement, and it's nice that they want to do it. And I think it's very weird that you get like a yellow card or that you get sent off the pitch if you do wear it.
Yeah, you think it's really weird, but let me explain to you as someone who is from the region, as Arab, what's their opinion? Why do they find it really offended if someone goes and raises the flag of the rainbow that's supporting LGBTQ? Because it's something really strange for the people, to their culture,
exactly,
really
it's
new.
culture.
No one. I mean, you can be gay there. No one will talk to you or prevent you. But the thing is, don't promote it publicly.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
that's the thing they don't
and
want.
I can understand that, and if it's like, I know that's a cultural thing. That's a cultural thing, and that's why I don't think it has to be brought out like that. So. Yeah, everybody knows how it's different there, and yeah, if we just don't like do it publicly, still nothing gonna change. And I don't think there's a lot of people from the LGBTQ groups that be like, oh yeah, nice, we did a good job because
There is not actually there LGBTQ. That there is no local organizations or local communities LGBTQ there. They're not exist because it's not a thing culturally, and because of the religion, it's not a thing there. And when you come and talk to people about this and raise, it's something really new for them. It's like where people saying if a woman came with niqab and want to enter a stadium, if the World Cup was held here in the Netherlands, that would be really strange for people here.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Because it's just a cultural thing. It's normal, and if you're from the region, you should know, or you do know, that it's like it's just different over there, and that people will react differently on it.
Okay. Thank you for your participation. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day,
Thank
man.
you.
See you.
إذا يا جماعة كذا كان فيديو اليوم، هكذا كان المقابلة الحوارات اللي سويناها، ونختم وخلفنا علم فلسطين زي ما بدينا، وخلفنا علم فلسطين. فري فلسطين. بصراحة الشيء اللي لاحظته يا جماعة واللي فهمته من خلال الحوارات اللي سويتها بالفيديو هذا، إنه زي ما احنا كعرب وكمسلمين، وخصوصا الناس اللي في قطر واللي في الدول العربية، من الصعب جدا انه يتقبل انه يجي واحد بلادنا، يعني بلداننا، ويروج للمثلية بشكل علني اللي هي ضد يعني الاسلام وضد ثقافتنا وضد عاداتنا. صعب جدا نتقبل هذا الامر. هم بنفس الوضع مش مستوعبين انه يروحوا مكان، او يعني انه واحد يقول لهم ممنوع ترفع علم مثلية، لانهم تربوا عايشين من جهلهم انه ثقافتهم كذا. فهذا اصطدام ثقافة عادي، بس انه انا عاجبني انه لابد نشرح لهم انه لا، انت في بلادك سوي اللي تشتي، لكن جاي بلدنا ضروري تحترم ثقافتنا. البعض منهم يتعامل بفوقيه وكأن الثقافه الغربيه وثقافته هي السائده، هي المفروض المسيطره واللي كل الناس يتبعوها يعني ايا كانت. المهم يا جماعه مره ثانيه اللي عاد ما سوى لايك يسوي، اللي عاد ما اشترك في القناه يشترك، واحسان يتلو احسان حتى اخر لحظه في الحياه. السلام عليكم.